what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Match, man, for Paul Match TV. Hit up Paul Match TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash here from Paul Mash TV. Got another episode lined up for you. And don't forget to watch me every Wednesday at 7:30 Central on the Grind City Network on Roku. If you don't have Roku, that's fine. Just go to the Roku player at grindcity.biz, B-I-Z. And you don't even have to sign up. And you can also go to the Grind City app on Google Play and watch me there. We hope that you'll do that. And also, if you're on YouTube right now, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they become available. And you can make a comment. And speaking of comments, we're going to have links to all of our caps and t-shirts there. So go ahead and buy you some. We'd appreciate it. And if you're on Facebook, facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And feel free to like the page and inbox us and comment on everything you see. We'd love to hear from you there as well. And our email address is paulmashtv@gmail.com. And that's not just for fans. If you're a band or solo artist wanting to be on the show, you can contact me there and we'll see what we can do there. And we also have an official web address, and all that will be repeated at the end of the closing credits, so we hope you'll stay tuned for that. Right now, from Columbia, Maryland, we have Kristin Rebecca, another talented artist, just like all our other artists. And I think you're really going to like it. So before we go, let's do that. Let's go to a quick word from Blick Jam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, it's interview time again, and with us from Columbia, Maryland, we have Kristin Rebecca. Thanks for joining us, Kristin.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Hey, no problem. We're glad you got you on the show today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you began as a musician? I mean, everyone's got their own story, so let's hear your story.
Yeah, so my story initially started out in Christian contemporary music. I was 12 years old, and I was going to a church at the time that had a teen rock band as part of their sort of youth group. And I thought that the bass player up there was really cute. And he was older than me. He didn't know I was alive, but I thought I would get his attention by taking up the guitar. And I took up the guitar and I actually got into the band. But by the time I got into the band, he had graduated from high school and had gone off to college, and my love for music had started.
Okay, that's a pretty good story. Why don't you tell us about some of your influences? I mean, maybe there's some mainstream influences that you grew up with that encouraged you in your songwriting and so forth. Maybe you can share a few of those with us.
Yeah, so there's been several influences genre-wise over the years. So, of course, I mentioned I was in Christian music. Well, then my parents were in Celtic music, got into it when I was in high school. And so I also got into it with the Celtic harp that I also play. And so that's definitely heavily influenced my music, especially the storytelling side of Celtic music and all the story songs they have. And then I progressed to folk because it's very similar to the Celtic style in terms of the storytelling lyrics.
Oh, okay. Well, what artist in particular have been influenced you?
So I would say that specific artists would probably be Joan Baez, Joni Mitchell, John Denver. There's a Celtic folk rock band called Kaylee Rain. And then I would say traditional Celtic music as well, where we don't particularly know the authors for most of them. They've just been around for years and years and years.
Yeah, Joan Baez and John Denver, they're both pretty good musicians. I remember growing up to John Denver's music and enjoying it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your music? I mean, where can we find it? Is there any physical copies, or is it all streaming? And where can we find your music at?
So the main place to go, sort of the central hub to find links to my music, is KristinRebecca.com, which is KristinRebecca.com. And you can find all digital platform links through there for all my albums and my single. If you want to buy actual physical copies from me, you either have to come to a show, or if you really want to, you can shoot me an email and we can probably work something out.
Okay. Um, well, what would that email address be? Would it be like Kristin at KristinRebecca.com, or how's that?
It's close. It's info@KristinRebecca.com. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was worth a shot anyway. um, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the video we're getting ready to watch? It looks exciting, and I'm sure everybody is wanting to watch it. So tell us a little bit about it, and if there's a story behind it, and so forth.
So this is a video with the song I wrote called "Reach for the Sky," and "Reach for the Sky" was inspired by two things, really. It was inspired by an event that I went to on the 4th of July. Like a lot of people, I went out to see the fireworks near where I live. And this little boy, probably no older than 2, was sitting on his father's shoulders and trying to grab the fireworks out of the sky as they were going off. And I sort of watched him, and he did this for the whole 45 minutes of the fireworks. And then I started thinking to myself, how often in life do we go for things that seem slightly out of our reach, but we keep trying and trying anyways? And eventually, he didn't catch the fireworks, but we can actually go for things that seem out of our reach and get them like dreams that we have, whether we want to be in music or another career or something like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good story, and I guess that's something that a lot of us need to think about, I guess. So we'll watch that video in just a moment, but thank you, Kristin, for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime if you ever have anything to plug for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Paul, for having me.
Okay. Well, let's watch Reach for the Sky right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away.
Watching each firework high in the sky,
neighboring